Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Laura, Black and White Heart, Tarot Adventure. Checking in with you guys. It is a cold day here in Florida. Again, I don't know where my viewers are at around the world, but yeah, it's pretty freezing here. I'm bundled up even inside my house because, yeah, I'm a Floridian and I am liking the cool a little bit better as I mature, but this is a little nuts. Okay, so I'm going to get this done early and get into bed with, I don't know why on cold days it's really strange. I should not crave ice cream, but I feel like almost every time it's cold I crave ice cream. I don't know why. And it sounds like it does not go together, but I'm going to stay in my warm clothes, get a movie on, make myself a sundae, and relax for the whole rest of the day because I've done plenty this week and this weekend like everybody else. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope your week went well. I hope you're staying warm during this cold weather. If you can help anybody that's out on the streets, I ask from the bottom of my heart if you could help anyone outside on these streets in this weather that has to live without a roof over their head. And it doesn't have to be financially. Give them a blanket, give them some socks, give them some shoes, give them a jacket, give them a hat, gloves, anything that you can to keep them warm, because not everybody gets to get into a shelter. Many people don't. And I couldn't even think for a single second about myself being outside in this weather. I don't know how they make it through the night. I honestly don't. And I hope they find a way to stay warm. It really, really bothers me to see that. And then I see them with their animals, which is not bad. They have to have companions, and it looks like most of them are cared for, but they do also have to be out in this weather. So, you know what? If you feel like you have a bigger heart for animals, I think we're all, equal. I don't think that we should really actually prefer one to the other, but do it for one or the other, okay, at least. Enough said. So, what I've noticed this week, personally, I don't want to offend anyone, but that's kind of part of my channel. I just say things that are bothering me. I've noticed that there's people in my life, let's just say, who have either on a regular or more than once or even once treated me, my hair. I've been out doing hair today, so not my own, apparently. Anyway, I know nobody cares. But I notice that people very often who treat me poorly, let's just say, somehow or another, they just want to turn around and call me up or message me like as if these things never happened. Never with an apology. Never even with a conversation about what happened, but just pretend like that they don't treat me that way. And then just think that they're like my pal and my buddy. No. Okay. Just because I don't tell you off and tell you what I think about you, because I feel like the world has a way of doing that on its own. I don't feel like I need to do it. Sometimes I will. It just depends on how far you push me. The fact that you think you can just circle the block and come back in and just act like nothing happened is really amazing to me, though. I mean, it really shows me a lot of things. I'm not even going to say what it shows me, but I don't know if any of you deal with that, but I would say strongly put up boundaries to people who think they can do that, because if they cared about you, they wouldn't treat you like that in the first place. And just because I want to have the common decency to understand that they're humans and they're not always going to be acting in their best and highest vibration, that's fine for them. But at the same time, you're not allowed to just come back in my life like that. I wouldn't say I will cut everybody off. I will solidly cut a lot of people off. Like you do it once, and especially if I tell you about it and you continue the behavior, you will just see a huge distance. Like if I answer you at all, it will probably be really briefly, and then very often I just won't answer you if I don't need to, okay? Because I've learned to learn the first time or two, not 20, 30, 40, 50, or my whole lifetime later, that these same people are doing this and apparently think it's really cute and funny that they can treat you however they want to and then turn back around and just ring you up or message you like it's no big deal. That is utter disrespect. Enough said. So why don't we see about that message tonight? Let's see what the cards say about energy vampires who treat you like garbage, but then when they're bored and need somebody to hang out with or to talk to, ring you up, even though they just disrespected you 15 times in a row. And probably everybody else too. That's why they don't have anybody to hang out with. Don't fall prey to their game. Get smart. I got a brand new oracle deck, so I'm going to do two tarot for sure, and maybe a message from the, I guess I should show you guys this. So this is called Star Codes Astro Pocket Oracle. It's about astrology, so it's going to be different. And then these are what the cards look like. They're pretty. Again, I like pretty cards. It's my thing. All right, so that is the back or front, however you want to call it. And then these are some of the illustrations or pictures, whatever you want to call it. And it goes through all of the astrology, like the houses, the signs, the aspects, you know, the planets, all of that. Okay, I've just looked through the book a little while ago, briefly. If anyone watches this channel, you will know I am not the best at following rules, even about doing all of this. I like to make my own rules. Okay. So anyway, it's not rebellious. It's just I change a lot, and I don't know, when I sit there and try to read how the booklet's telling me to do something, I just start to get like when I was a kid in school, and I would just get annoyed and be like basically, too many rules. Everyone, my opinion, everybody's got a different style, so I just use them in the way that I want to use them. That's what's happening now. It may change. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be reading out of a different book called Tarot, an easy to follow illustrated guide to the mysteries of the tarot. It's a little shorter, so I don't have to read as long, okay? The cards we have are Seven of Cups, which I think can be too many choices, actually. Or a lot of choices, whichever way you want to look at it. And then 6 of Swords. I'm trying so hard to remember all these. I know 5 of Swords is conflict. Maybe 6 of Swords is after the conflict. And maybe it looks like they're heading out on the water with all their swords around them. I don't know if they're going somewhere past the 5 of Swords conflict. We'll read about all of it. Okay, those are the tarot that we got. And then out of the Astro, Star Codes Astro, we pulled Aries, Act, and Dignified, Strength. Okay, so our message is going to be about people who like to disrespect you and then hoover you. Okay, so let's see what this has to, oh gosh, I got some in my eye. Let's see what this has to say about that. Okay, I've got these little itty bitty glasses. I have all different kinds of glasses. These are tiny, so they're just the first ones I grabbed. Just like with my cards and everything else, I kind of just do it, you know. Well, no, I can totally overthink too because my sun sign is Virgo, so we can definitely overthink. And I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart as well. I think both of them are like that. So, but then again, I have Gemini and stuff, so I can be like, well, I'm mutable, so I can change randomly any 10 times in one day. For one thing, with Gemini and Virgo, both mutable. I can be, hey, I'm going to tell the truth. I can be a lot to handle. I can be a lot to handle with for my own self sometimes. I can actually get in the car and think I'm going one place and seriously, and just go to a different place. Like I could almost be at that place and then that one over there looks good and I'll just go over there. I have to laugh at my own self. But I just go with it though, you know. It's easy for me to just go with it, but it's not easy for partners and stuff just to go with it because you're like, okay, well, Laura was going one way this second and now she's going like over there somewhere. I get it. I'm trying to work on all that. Trying to be more consistent. Mostly with people and then everything else too. Because I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to hurt people. And I don't want people to hurt me. Which is what we're talking about today. I don't do that though, because like if I'm to the point where I first of all, we shouldn't disrespect each other at all. But if I've gotten to that point with you, you're about to get cut off, and then you just won't have to. I'm not popping back in. I'm never popping back in. Okay. Maybe I need to work on that too. In that respect, that could possibly be the Scorpio side. I talk about my light, I talk about my shadow, talk about everything on here. I know every point. I know all my goods and bads. And I'm not glorifying either side, okay? All right, 7 of Cups. You know how many people threaten me with gossip and slander and stuff, and it's like, okay, go ahead, because there's nothing, even the things that you think that I don't want out into the world, I really don't. I would probably prefer they not be out there if there's something really, really private that I trusted you with, but I'm pretty open to the point where most people probably wouldn't be surprised. So, whatever. Slander away, slanderers. You're only creating your own karma. Seven of Cups. Choices. An important decision has to be made. However, there are many questions to choose from. Make your decision carefully, since all is not as it seems. Doorways of opportunity open, but you have to develop intuition to know which one to go through. Yeah, that's what I thought. Be discerning of all the choices you have. Okay. We'll see how it goes along with the message. I'll tell you at the end. Six of Swords. This one I wasn't going to say it's moving forward after conflict. Six of Swords, travel. Movement away from danger. Okay, yes, that's correct. Yes, I'm learning. Discretion being the better part of valor. Traveling company, being with others in the same circumstances. Immediate problems will be solved. A positive direction to go in. Getting away from danger. All right. I've done that many times too. Only a lot of times I've done it on my own. But okay, so we've got choices, being discerning of choices, and traveling away from danger, or just travel in general. So for me so far, when all these people come around you that like to be disrespectful and slander you and do all this weird crap behind your back and to your face and then try to come back in, I would say, you know, they're going to present all these cute things when they come back in. Hey, pal, or just act like nothing happened, or they're so sorry and all this stuff. Be discerning of all these, because I would call them fake choices, okay? Fake opportunities, all right? Travel away from the danger. Travel away from those people, okay? Cut that off. They're never going to change most of the time. If they continue to disrespect you after you've asked them in any kind of way, either angry or nice, not to do those things, and they don't care, and they continue to do it, they don't care is the key word. Travel away from danger. Aries. Okay, bear with me because I'm not sure where everything is in here. Oh, this is so small. Aries. Action. Begin. Move into new territory. Cut to the chase. Be a hero. Feel the call to action and thoughtfully respond. Clear the air and clear the decks. Be crisp and to the point. Shoot from the hip. Set healthy boundaries just by being vibrantly alive. Express affection enthusiastically, spontaneously, and passionately. Work in short, intense bursts rather than long periods of deep concentration. So, boundaries with all these fake opportunities. Travel away from them. Act now. Action. Travel away. Okay, I think that's pretty clear. A gift that Aries brings you in this reading is the beginning of spring in the northern hemisphere after a long, dark winter. The dead landscape comes alive. Plants that were shorn of leaves or dormant now breathe new life. This is a brave miracle, and it can be your miracle. Feel the flowing inner life force. Trust this divine direction and summon the courage to begin. Begin traveling away from these fake people. Okay, good message. Dignified. Okay. I think this is pretty clear. Okay, dignified, strength. Number 13 is the card. Action. Your voice matters. Trust that you are what's needed here at this moment. You are in your element and at the right place at the right time. And you have an advantage. But it's up to you to make a choice and run with the veil. Dodge the obstacles and look for the opportunities just beginning to emerge. Have faith in yourself. You have what it takes, even if you don't know it yet. It is up to you to tap into your potential and find the resources within. I mean, yeah, it's all the same message. Get away from these haters, people, these fake people that gives you fake opportunities, that stabs you in the back and turns around and acts like your friend. Get away from them. Be an Aries, okay? Action. You know, Aries is the, isn't it Aries the ram, right? With strength, okay? Make that move. Travel away from it. Yes, yes, and yes, okay? Yes. Oh, I think that's pretty clear. Okay. Okay, let's do... Thank you, my guides. Let's do a crystal. Let's see how we can help ourselves. Let's see if we can get a healing crystal for that kind of person. Aurora quartz. Spirit. Anandalite. Never heard of it. For your body, Anandalite opens and aligns the chakras, dissolves any disease that may have had a psychosomatic effect on the physical body. Oh, that candle. My nose and stuff is very, excuse me, very sensitive to stuff. Whew, let me not cough. Psychological correspondences. Hold on one second. I can do it again. Okay, wow, that was a lot. Wrap this up calmly. Cold air and stuff. Physiological correspondences. Central nervous system, physical and psychic, immune system, meridians, energy pathways, chakras, and subtle energy bodies. Mind. Anandalite helps you to tune in to the infinite possibilities of the higher universal mind, the source of profound wisdom and clarity. Emotions, we'll use that for this. Emotions, the crystal facilitates a gentle, cathartic emotional release and instills profound joy in its place. Yeah, that'd be a nice one for that. It is a wonderful stone for lifting depression and anxiety. Okay, Anandalite. I don't know if I'm saying that exactly right. Aurora quartz. Okay, so it will help with depression and anxiety when you're dealing with these fake options, fake friends, fake people, deceptive people, energy vampires, thieves, cheaters, whatever the case may be, okay? Because they love to do that. And you know why they do that? Because you keep taking them back. You keep taking them back because you haven't learned to love yourself enough to understand that you deserve more than that. And that those people need to go ahead and go learn themselves not to use other people for energy source, their ego, finances, or whatever they're trying to get from you, okay, with all their fake offers, okay? Took me a long time, all right, because from, I guess, probably a young kid, I did not know my value. From life's challenges, okay? But I do now, right? It took a long time, so I'm just trying to tell everybody else out there that at some point, please do what it takes to realize how valuable you are and that you deserve the best love, the best treatment, the best friends, the best family members. Because even family members will be some of the worst ones to do it. Because they think they just got a free ticket to be in your life forever. That is not the case, okay? Family is blood. That doesn't mean, that means, yeah, they'll always be attached to you in that respect, but you do not have to be around them. You don't have to be around them. If they can't learn to respect your boundaries and be kind to you and treat you like a family member should, like a valuable part of your life, I suggest you put a huge distance between you. I don't wish them anything bad, but I'll tell you this much: I'm not going to spend time with them. I'm not going to go to a family function where people are poking at me, making fun of me, talking down to me, and all the things that even family does. At least some people in my family have, very often. Okay, sometimes some of them can be the biggest backstabbers. Okay, we live and we learn. As you can see, I get a little hyped up on that because it's been done to me so much by every aspect of life. Am I a perfect person? No, I am not. Have I been mean-spirited at times in my life? Sure, I have. Usually in defense, but still no excuse. So I'm not trying to sit up here and say I'm perfect. What I'm trying to say is, please form boundaries. Please respect yourself. Please look for the best possible friends and relationships that you can be in. Value yourself. When somebody is putting you down, talking about you, telling you you're not worth anything, what are you going to do without them? You should be doing this. You should be doing that. And the funny part is most of the people that are telling you that have 150 things that they need to work on themselves. But I mean, why focus on themselves when they can project all their garbage onto you? Which is most of the time what it is projections. It's just them projecting their own thoughts of themselves really deep down onto you. And if not, they're just trying to say that to you to make themselves feel better for the black holes that they have inside of themselves. Either way, it's about them, not you. Look, stop getting hurt. It's their problem, not yours. Okay? You gotta get strong. All right, so that's it. Let's cut this off because I see we're kind of about 29 minutes in. Long message. Hopefully my phone will upload this and it'll be out either tonight or tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. I hope you get something out of this. I hope my words or experiences help you in some kind of way. They may trigger you, but sometimes that's needed. And just thanks for listening. And I just really want to do this to help. That's it. Helps me and hopefully helps you. Okay? It helps me talk about experiences I've been through and to show you how far you can come if you just work on yourself. And it's always going to be work. Saying I'm 100% healed, I'm far from it, but I can tell you this much. I'm really learning about boundaries. Okay? Takes a lot. Takes a lot to know that you might cut somebody off permanently, and that's what you have to do. Okay, I hope you don't, but I'm just saying, try the boundaries first in a healthy way. Have a good conversation like, I don't like when you treat me like this. I'm going to ask you not to do it again. And then if they keep doing it, if they continue to do that, I think you know what you need to do. Okay, maturity first, right? Okay, all right, that's it. I think I probably have other things to talk about, but this is too far already. Okay, so have a good week, or at least weekend. Snuggle up, have a nice snack, get your pets in the warm inside. Please don't leave your pets outside in this weather. Please don't. I really ask you not to. And if you have to, I ask you create them the warmest space possible, because it's not right to leave. I know the animals live outside naturally, but I mean, make them comfortable. Okay. All right. Because I know my cat stays inside with me. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Help somebody if you can. Okay. Bye.